There it is. There you go.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're diving into the top 10 creepiest and most revolting things the self-proclaimed bio-exorcist Beetlejuice ever did. We'll be including his grotesque transformations, his unsettling antics, and crude behaviors towards other characters. Spoilers ahead.
You bunch of losers! You're working with a professional here!
Number 10. Chewing a Fly, Beetlejuice. Right after we learn about the trickster demon's bad reputation from caseworker Juno, we see it for ourselves in the Zagnut scene. Trapped in the model of the town, his prison, BJ spots a fly hovering over the graveyard section.
Hey, you! Hey, come here!
With a sweet, beckoning voice and a chocolate bar as bait, Beetlejuice lures the fly to come closer.
I got something good for you. Come on.
In mere seconds, he grabs the insect through a crack and we hear a cry for help.
Help me! Help me! Help me!
Gross, right? We'll assume that the squeaky cry was the fly being devoured by Beetlejuice. The fact that he prefers a helpless fly over a crunchy candy bar is a clear indication that this titular miscreant is downright nasty. Number 9. A leprechaun growing on BJ's back. Pat on the back. The animated version of the ghoulish troublemaker might be a toned-down version of the character, but he's still a sleazeball.
I call it my hair apparent.
Hairdy hair, Beetlejuice.
In the first season, Beetlejuice claims he deserves a pat on the back, and a purple-hued Irish-accented creature literally pops out on his shoulder. And guess what? The little guy's name is Pat.
Hi, I'm Pat, the little pat on the back you've been wanting.
What? Hey, get off my back, you freeloading freak!
This pun-filled moment is classic Beetlejuice humor, and a big reason fans love the franchise. But let's be real, the idea of a living thing sprouting out on someone's body is an absolutely disturbing sight, even for someone as naturally unsettling as Beetlejuice.
Nice try, lad, nice try.
Number 8. Beetlejuice-themed cake oozing green icing. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. The wedding between the mischievous personality BJ and his unwilling bride, which nearly happened in the original film, almost comes true in the 2024 movie.
I'm gonna make you so happy.
After exposing Rory as a liar using truth serum, Beetlejuice takes over his place as Lydia's groom. Decked out in his original wedding suit with Lydia in her iconic red gown, history is about to repeat itself. As this bizarre ceremony ensues, everyone gets possessed by the ghost with the most and starts reciting the lyrics of MacArthur Park by Richard Harris.
MacArthur's Park is melting in the dark.
And to make things even weirder, out of a Beetlejuice-themed cake flows slimy green icing. Yuck. For any cake lover, this is a sickening sight. Why does everything about BJ have to be so gross?
All the sweet green icing flowing down.
Number 7. His skeleton ripping out of his body. Beetle bones. In the 15th episode of the animated series' 4th season, Lydia and Beats face a new challenge. BJ's sophisticated skeleton has had enough of his messy, smelly body and decides to run away to form a life of its own.
I've always known I was too good to be Beetlejuice's skeleton. All I needed was a little encouragement.
Now, it's up to Lydia and her ghostly friend to find it before the skeleton crew does.
Come on, Beetlejuice, will you please stop whining?
I can't help it, babes. I have no backbone.
The moment when the snobby skeleton rips away from Beetlejuice is pretty graphic. But can we really blame the poor skeleton for making such a bold move? When was the last time this undead guy even had a bath? Disgusting or not, this episode is packed with so much fun and definitely worth revisiting. No bones about it.
Bravo! Right on, BJ!
Number 6. Serving gross food. Prince of the Netherworld. Beetlejuice is this weird and nasty guy, and nearly everything he does is like the direct opposite of normal or clean.
I can't wait to see what you brought for us to eat, Beetlejuice.
So it's no surprise when he pulls out some truly unappealing food during his picnic with Lydia in the Netherworld.
For starters, there's corn on the slob. The main course is macaroni salad. And for dessert, strawberry snort cakes.
Though she sounds like she appreciates his otherworldly cuisine, seeing him serve up grimy, rotten food that's clearly inedible is stomach-churning.
All my favorites.
BJ calls them delicious treats, but they can only appeal to those with morbid tastes, like his alienated teenage friend. This is exactly what you would expect from Beetlejuice, turning what should be a simple picnic into a freaky fest with his unappetizing menu. Number 5. Constantly assaulting Barbara, Beetlejuice.
Babs.
Adam and his ghostly wife probably knew they were making a huge mistake by enlisting the lecherous ghost. But they summoned him anyway and quickly learned their errors within seconds of meeting him.
Come on. No, give me one.
Throughout his limited screen time, the eponymous character was mostly this obnoxious pervert lifting skirts, forcing kisses, and groping girls. Barbara in particular suffers the most from his lewd acts. He constantly pesters her and grabs her when she least expects it.
Hey, come on. We're like peas in a pod, the three of us. Let's face it, you want somebody out of the house. I want to get somebody out of your house.
It's no wonder the Maitlands couldn't keep up with his erratic behaviors and wanted him gone. Beetlejuice may be an iconic character, but if he were real, he'd likely be dragged to court more than a few times. Number 4. His crotch grab and F-word usage, Beetlejuice. With Beetlejuice's over-the-top antics that mix crude gestures with adult language, Tim Burton's classic isn't quite as family-friendly as you might remember.
Hey, these aren't my rules. Come to think of it, I don't have any rules.
After Adam and Barbara vanish back to their home, a furious Beats kicks a tree over and drops the F-bomb. Then he makes a honking sound while grabbing his crotch.
Nice model!
Something tells us that's not the first time he's done that. And as if that weren't enough, Beetlejuice even visits what looks like a strip club at some point to find some action. There are no two ways about it. BJ is a creepy creep.
Oh yeah, here I come, baby.
Number 3. Beetlejuice's obsession with bugs, Various. When we last saw the chaotic bug-eating ghost in the film, he was being devoured by a sandworm. Fast forward to the animated series, which feels like an alternate universe, and the morbid creature is summoned again by Lydia. He bursts onto the screen with green, foul-smelling gas coming from his mouth and flashes a grin full of bugs.
Camping! You know, I just love the wind in my face, especially when it blows bugs in my mouth.
What a way to make an entrance. A pretty disturbing one. Beetlejuice's obsession with bugs continues. Even in the original movie, he chomps down on a live bug in front of Lydia. It's on brand, but still totally gross.
I gotta tell you, this death thing, it's just too creepy.
Even worse, in one episode, he picks bugs from leftover chicken and chews them.
Love them vacuum vittles.
Honestly, we don't blame the chicken for haunting him.
You hear about this kind of thing, but you never expect it to happen to you. Know what I mean?
Number 2. Attempting to marry a teenager, Beetlejuice. This is the height of BJ's lecherous behavior. Towards the end of Burton's hit horror comedy, Otho unintentionally performs an exorcism that causes the Maitlands to decay. Horrified, their human friend turns to the self-proclaimed bio-exorcist for help. Seizing the opportunity, Beetlejuice manipulates this young lady into marrying him, an ancient ghost.
Come on. Look, you think of it as a marriage of inconvenience, okay? We both get something. I get out. You get to say you're hitched to the most eligible bachelor since Valentino came over. We're even, babe.
Okay, just help them.
This shows just how twisted and perverted BJ truly is, with no regard for the fact that Lydia is both mortal and, well, a teenager.
Call the caterers, got a great band. Oops, we're gonna need witnesses.
And, if you think this is horrible, the original script had even worse plans for Lydia and Beetlejuice. Regardless, there's no justification for his outrageous behaviors. Charismatic or not, this crude demon is simply a creepy old guy.
And you, do you, Lydia, take this man to be...
She's a little bit nervous. Maybe I should answer for her, okay?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Transforming into a snake. Beetlejuice. Remember the famous scene where BJ morphs into a giant snake to scare the Deetzes? In case you somehow don't, it happens after Otho stumbles on the miniature town, thinking it'd be a great business opportunity. But things go south when the reality warper, now a large slithering creature, lashes out at Otho and the Deetzes, causing them serious harm. This moment shows that BJ's menace knows no bounds. One minute he's this mischievous ghost, and the next, a vicious serpent. Is he still the zany ghoul he started as?
We come for your daughter, Chuck.
Well, it's impressive when you realize this snake was a stop-motion creation designed to look like Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice. But even so, it is still downright terrifying and disturbing. Is Beetlejuice a creepy demon or the playful character he's popularly known as? What do you think? Let us know in the comments section.
Here, hold that for me, would you? There.
Whoa! Ah!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.